What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here, and today I'm talking about Stellar Blade because apparently PlayStation accidentally posted a demo of the game just randomly. It was only up for about 15 minutes, but I'm one of the very lucky people who managed to install it, play it, and beat the demo itself. So this is my gameplay, and I want to talk about it because this is a project that a lot of people are curious specifically about how it's going to play. The trailers have certainly been fun to watch, and yeah, this character's got a ridiculous badonkadonk booty, but beyond that, is it fun? Honestly, yeah. It feels a lot like Devil May Cry. So let's talk about what's in this demo, how long it is, and hopefully just how good it displays the final product of the game itself. So this is an upcoming PS5 exclusive by a company that personally I'd never heard of called Shift Up. And they said very directly that they wanted to make a game where beautiful women chop up ugly monsters. And in that effort, they absolutely succeeded. So this demo was about an hour long. I had a chance to explore two separate environments, a little like a beach area from like a orbital drop, and then a deep city part that probably is a little bit deeper into the game itself. And both of these, I think, gave a good display as to how the game is going to function. This is very much like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta. It's a game about having very simplistic seeming combos of just fast attacks and strong attacks, but then chaining it together with super moves, perfect dodges, and parries. Now, let's actually just take a look at some random fights here. I think the combat is incredibly responsive. Being able to chain together some hits, scan an environment to find your next target. Sometimes there will be enemies that are invisible, or sometimes they're trying to come up behind you. So by clicking the touchpad, you can scan everybody around you. But while I was playing it, what actually got me the most is I like the way that these super attacks deal a lot of damage. There's different styles of them, and I like that we build up power for them by doing these long combos. Being able to chain together hits, landing a good parry, doing a bunch of dodges allows you to do even more of these special attacks, which means that specifically with something like bosses, there is this very nice flow to combat where it is a matter of hitting a couple quick strikes, then dodging back, catching your breath, maybe trying to do another warp strike. You have a little cooldown where you can teleport to an enemy. It's cool to hit, dodge, retreat, strike, hit, dodge, retreat, strike, and all at the same time building up this special power for another big special attack that really does take off some decent chunks of damage. Now, I want to lodge my one big complaint. Playing this demo was fun. I do feel like everything feels nice. It has good impact, except for blocking. So, if you just hold the shoulder button, that's actually how you just, hold up your sword to soak some damage. That's also when you're going to be pressing your special attacks. You hold L1 and then you press the face buttons to do your different pre-assigned special strikes. My problem is that I don't think that blocking feels good. I don't think parrying feels really good either. If you do a perfect parry and knock somebody off balance, enemies have sort of like a stagger system. If you keep managing to block, parry, and dodge, they'll eventually be open to a special revenge strike, which instantly kills them. It's called retribution. My thing is that something about being hit when you have your guard up, it doesn't seem like it really registers. Like, I see that I'm taking damage, I see that the enemy's doing their animation, but your character doesn't get knocked back or really react to it. It just looks a bit funky to me that there isn't more of an animation to communicate that you've been hit, and better yet, that you've blocked it. Now, I must say, I really do enjoy the graphics of this game. Obviously, this PS5 exclusive looks very, very good, especially that booty, but I think I really like the environmental details, these blown out cities. It's very much like Nier Automata, a game where, you're playing as these robot people trying to cleanse Earth, but it's distant apocalyptic. I kind of think it's cool that we see literally crumbling buildings and, the typical foliage groaning over cars and stuff. I think everything looks incredibly visually appealing, and the art style itself, another very good choice. But the true winner, in my opinion, is this monster design. Everything looks terrifyingly alien. I like the fact that these outside invaders that have already taken over the planet, we've been deployed from a space colony to try and take Earth back, but our odds of succeeding are unfortunately very low. I think it looks cool that all the monsters have weird tentacles and funky, really smooth animations. Everything feels organically evolved to kill you. And that looks great. Their strikes, their animations, their movements, like everything looks so freaking good, especially the boss. Now, I don't know the story very well other than the tiny teases from the trailers, but I'm definitely invested as to what these aliens are. The fact that they're called the Naytiba, apparently they have some sort of intelligence. They do ambushes and strikes, and they have their own sort of language, apparently. It's neat that this guy, the boss here, the last boss, has weapons and can call down lightning. Like, this definitely has all those Devil May Cry vibes that I wanted. It's got that nice mix of action combat and speed and really good oomph when you land that good blow. All of this seems incredibly good. I do wish the demo was longer. Apparently this demo is one of those ones where the progress carries over to the main game. They have said there's going to be a lot of side quests and hubs and cities we can visit. In this demo, I didn't have that. There was one safe zone. So as you're going through these environments, you'll occasionally find coins on the ground that you can basically turn on a checkpoint. It's a spot to sit down and catch your breath. You'll find currency, so you can use that to buy some sort of upgrades. That's also where you can mess with your talent tree, so you can buy new skills, get better abilities. So here's part of the issue with this demo, at least when it comes to talking about it, is the fact that I'm getting a very small slice of what is probably going to be a very long game. In this early version of it, combat is simplistic. I've got 2 special attacks, I've got 2 main attacks, I've got a dodge and a parry. So you're not really getting a full display as to how this game is going to play at the end of it. But even if the couple abilities I've unlocked, like the warp dodge where I can actually teleport behind people, it feels good. I'm almost just so curious to see how this game continues to grow. I want to see what this looks like end game. I want to see what it looks like halfway through. I want to see all the special unlockable costumes they've teased. But as far as a demo goes, I'm definitely impressed. I have no idea why they posted this online early. Hopefully this video doesn't get deleted, but please like it and subscribe before they swoop in and get mad at me for talking about this. I mean, a demo they posted, but hopefully the demo goes back live here relatively soon so you guys can try it for yourselves. But what do you guys think about Stellar Blade? It's coming out here on April 26th, so I guess we have about a month and a half until it's officially released, but this demo definitely whetted my appetite. Okay, now I'm going to go back to thinking about Akira Toriyama. Rest in peace and pet my cat. Bye. Keep dreaming. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.